Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Hillary and I am a psychic medium. If you're new here, hi, hello. And I'm so happy to have you on my channel today. If you could click the little bell notification to know when I upload new videos, that would be fantastic if you're interested. And as well as the subscribe button, I really appreciate it. And if, like I said, if you were new here, I do a lot of true crime videos as well as missing people, as I am a psychic medium, and I give you guys my impressions and I do readings, etc. and I channel them as well to give them a voice, okay? It's really important for me to give victims a voice, and that is the main reason why I do my channel, especially children. I have a lot easier of a time connecting with children. That's why you will see a lot of missing children cases on my channel. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a celebrity. Okay, I channeled another celebrity. I've only done one for you guys before. Her name is Brittany Murphy. The video is uploaded on my channel. I was really excited to do that one because she is someone that I strongly wanted to do for a long time. Her case just baffled me, to say the least, and it was really amazing to be able to connect with her and hear her voice and let her speak her voice through my mediumship and my gift, okay? And, excuse me, so today I'm going to be channeling Amy Winehouse. So Amy Winehouse is a famous singer, as we all know this. And she did pass away. I didn't write down the exact dates, you guys, I'm sorry, but she passed away, I believe, in 2011. And from alcohol poisoning and a drug overdose, okay? And I do believe she passed away in July. So it just makes sense that she's trying to connect with a lot of mediums right now because she does have a lot to say, like I said. And I don't know, it just makes sense that her passing was in July. And I just, I was trying to figure out what celebrity I wanted to channel, and her name popped up. My spirit guides gave me her name, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do her because she is someone that wants to be channeled by mediums, okay? She wants to say what she has to say. I do want to give a trigger warning. It's going to be a heavy reading, okay? It wasn't the most light and delightful reading I've ever done, especially considering it's a celebrity. And I also want to tell you guys that this video is for entertainment purposes only, because I have to say that. All right, so let's just get into the channeling and what Amy Winehouse had to say. All right, like I said, it is heavy, okay? It's heavy energy. I mean, we all know that she didn't, maybe not all of us know, most of us know she didn't have the best life here when she was living in human form, okay? And she admits to that, okay? So I'm also going to say that I didn't really get a word in with her when I first connected with her. Because she had so much to say that she just kind of rambled on and on. It was really fast when I was getting the impressions, and we communicated telepathically. So she didn't give me a lot of visions and any of that stuff, but we did communicate telepathically. So she said, I never really got to know myself at all. I started cutting at a young age, and since then it was game over. I strongly want people to know that it was not Blake. I don't know much about Amy Winehouse. I wasn't really a huge fan of her. I didn't really listen to her music a lot. I know she has an amazing voice and had an amazing voice, and she has tons of fans out there and everything. And I do apologize. I didn't really know anything about her except that she's a singer and know some of her music going into this reading, and that she was, she had some substance abuse, etc. That's all I really knew. But she said, I didn't want people to know that I do want people to know it was not Blake, because people have been assuming that he had something to do with it, her husband, okay? And I didn't even know his name. I picked up Blake. And if anyone really got me in my life on earth, she says, it was him. She said, I was a lost, dark soul, and my voice was all I knew because I never really got the chance to get to know Amy and who I really was. She said, I was always trying to impress others and make everyone else happy, but I never got to make myself happy. I wasn't connected with my true self. And then I did ask her, why did you start cutting yourself? Okay, she said, at age 10, I started cutting myself because there was something psychologically wrong with me. I became depressed out of nowhere and never got the help that I needed to get. It was not anything to do with my upbringing, really. There wasn't really anyone to blame for the way I was. I was just depressed and I had problems. You know. Okay, so she still talks the way that she talked when she was here on Earth, which is awesome. She said, even the most educated and even some famous people, she says, very smart, wise people will cut themselves. It's a mental disorder, she said, and I was depressed. I was also bulimic and anorexic. I went back and forth with these two disorders from being a young teenager as well. It all started when I was young. Okay, so she's telling me that, you know, there's people that she feels like people blame for her passing, but she's taking all the responsibility and saying it was all her. It was no one else's fault. She doesn't really honestly go much into her childhood to me, but I am strongly feeling, like through my clairaudience, so my feeling when I was doing this reading, that there was a little bit of trauma. I don't really sense abuse or anything. I could be wrong, but I'm sensing more of like a divorce, and that is sort of where I feel like it triggered her as well. And also the fact that she became a singer. So there was a lot of pressure at a very young age with her. And this just led into her, what she was making it seem was this led into her, you know, cutting herself and becoming depressed and all of her psychological disorders. But I feel like it was also genetic. Okay. I feel like she also says I was, you know, I had problems just from birth. Okay. Like I was psychologically like this. I said, I am so sorry. And then I asked her, you know, sort of like, how are you doing now? What is it like for you now there on the other side? She said, over here, we get to see our mistakes clearly. We get to learn and grow from them so we can be a better person in our next lifetime if we choose to go back. And she said, which I am going to do to right my wrongdoings. But for now, I will heal and learn here. And I'm able to see the pain and suffering that I have caused people while I was in my human form. She said, it's so peaceful here and I'm no longer in pain. I want everyone to know that I'm getting to know who I am now. She said, I sing all the time here and I love my voice. And when I was on earth in blood and flesh, I also loved my voice. And I would sing for my own pleasure, my own joy. And she said her voice was the only thing that she had going for her. And it was the only, when she was in human form. And she's saying that it was the only time she could connect with her true self, like her true emotions. That is the only time that she felt connected with who she was, because the only thing she said that she knew about herself when she was in human form here on earth was her voice. That's the only thing she knew to be true, okay? And she says it's why I could write so easily and sing so easily as well, because it was my God-given divine gift. And I never expected to become a famous singer or songwriter, she said. I just wanted to sing. That's so beautiful. She said, I became addicted to drugs and alcohol early too. And sorry, when I am doing automatic writing, it's very messy, okay? Because I'm meditating and I'm writing, so it comes out very messy. And I've said this in other videos, it's very fast, especially when it comes in telepathically. and they aren't giving me, like, it depends on how they want to give me their messages, okay? So if I'm not getting, I usually get images and stuff, but sometimes I don't. I didn't get any images from her. I literally just got like a conversation, which is awesome because I don't usually get just a pure conversation. Sometimes they'll give me some words and some visions and etc. Sometimes I will get a telepathic, because that's how we communicate, okay? When we're on the other side is telepathically. So that's how they also communicate with me as a medium when they're not giving me like my psychic impressions, okay? I became addicted to drugs and alcohol early on, like at a very young age. She said, every show that I pretty much did, I was high, intoxicated, and drunk. She said, it became a way of life for me, and I didn't know any different anymore. I wanted kids, she said, and I wish that I chose a life that was simpler. I wish it was more simple. Sorry guys, my allergies are like really, really bad today. So my nose, look, it's going all red and everything because they're so bad. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to get through this with you guys. All right, so she said that she wanted kids and that she wanted a more simple life. She actually wishes that she wasn't famous because she said it took away everything from her. She said she wishes that she could have the more simple life, have kids and a husband, because being famous is not what people think. She says, shit, it's so hard. Okay, that's exactly what she said. She said, I don't understand why people want to hear from my spirit. I should not be a role model to anyone. I was to a certain age group. I get that, and I see that, but I should not have been. She said, gain comes with pain often. And she said, I was a weak person because I was influenced by many people. She says, I take responsibility for the pain and suffering I've caused people. But life became unbearable when all I wanted to do was hide and be on another planet. Please try to understand. It is not wise to tell my story because some parts of my story, because it's negative and people would do well to remember my voice only. I hope that people know that my voice was a gift and it was all I had. It was hard to be in the spotlight because I had no love for myself and no love for others. She says, in flesh and blood, I was in flesh and blood, like all of you that are listening to and my voice benefited more of you in flesh and blood than it did me. She says, evil people tried to exploit my gift. I even tried to exploit my gift. And I felt my heart was no longer in the music and in my gift. And it became unbearable. Please understand this. If anything is taken from my life by people in flesh and blood, that it is not to look at me as a role model. I want young people to know that drugs and alcohol are not cool. They only numb the pain for a little while, and then you lose yourself. You disconnect from your true self and your soul. Being successful to me on earth was reaching large masses, but there was a price to pay for that. Some people only loved me after I was gone, and I felt that so strongly. And I want to thank you. So that was, she didn't feel loved when she was here on earth, but now that she's over on the other side, she strongly feels the love, that she knows people loved her here, but she never could see that. And I could not see how loved I was. I could only see my pain and only cared about reaching large masses of people. She says, I only chased fame and I only seen my hair, my makeup, and my clothes in the mirror. I didn't see a person. So sad. If I had not looked for fame, I would have reached fame anyways because I was dedicated to my purpose and the intention behind it would have gotten me there anyway. That's really interesting. She said, I want people to love unconditionally, and this is my message. We are all collectively in our true essence, which is pure love. So please do not follow in my steps I took on earth here when I was there. I was troubled as a child, and we return as a slave in our next lifetime because of past choices we made in our past lifetime. And we have to replay them here on the other side again and again. And in our next lifetime, we have a karmic bond. Sorry about that. When we do make mistakes here in our lifetime, in our human form, when we do go to the next life, which most of us choose to because we want to fix the mistakes we made in our past life, okay? And she's saying that a lot of us will come here having to, it's about karma, right? So we will have to pay a debt in a way. We will have to, our life will become, she said, a slave. It's more like we will have to do more work than we normally would want to do. It's a lot more labor because we are paying off our debt for the wrongs we did in a past life. She said, when you take substances to hide your emotions, you remove all the sense of yourself. As if you can find a single, if you can find a single gift that you have, even if it is listening to people, then you have found your life purpose, and don't ask for more. She says, we don't all need to be doctors and lawyers to be successful. This is not the case, which a lot of people seem to think. We are all different, and our purposes are not all the same level, are all the same level of importance. She said, my message to young girls is also to find this purpose within yourselves and get to know you as you are, get to know you as a person authentically, instead of caring so much about your appearances and fame. That message was everything. I do understand that I inspired people to chase their dreams, which is good, but people don't do it. But I don't want people to do it the way I did. She said, I have to see all the hurt and pain I cause people over here. And this is why I am ashamed of parts of my life as a human in flesh and blood, just like you are now. She said, and so I asked her about her childhood. I wanted to know more about, I don't think she really wanted to get much into her childhood, and I wasn't going to push. But when I asked her about her childhood, she said, as a child, I was under a lot of pressure to be famous as soon as my family discovered I could sing. And I began to seek attention all the time because of this. My family pressured me to do shows at a very early age, and I never really got to know who I was as a person first. And this led to all of the substance abuse and cutting. And if you take anything from my life, please, it's not, I don't want anyone to follow in my steps. Do not follow in my steps. And you guys, that's pretty much it. I let her go, and I thanked her for her time and everything. But that is what Amy Winehouse wanted to say. That's what she, it was really important for her to say that message and she really wants everyone to know that. And I mean, it wasn't really what I expected. A little, I mean, some of it was, but it was a heavy reading. I'm not gonna lie. But so there is the channeling I did on Amy Winehouse. If any of you guys, I do want to do Sylvia Browne actually. So I was gonna say to you guys, if you have any questions for Sylvia Browne, just to comment them in the comment box below, and I will write them all down. So when I do my reading with her, I will ask her the questions that you guys want to know, okay? And that's it, you guys, for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that Amy's message can reach a lot of people. All of my information is listed below in my description box. I am doing personal readings now. If you would like a personal reading, I know there's people who have been reaching out to me. It's just been really confusing because there's so many ways to reach out to me. But if you want a personal reading done, just message me on my Facebook business page, which is Mystic Medium Hillary. You can even comment below because I will see it if you do want a personal reading with me. And I will message you back, and then we can discuss how to connect with me. I'll give you my email, etc. And we can set that up, okay? I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.